Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another The Road Most Traveled with me, your host, El Sambo. We're going to be knocking out the Bogwater Tavern quests. There are 3 quests in here. Not the Hidden Chapel. It's in the location. Purge the Heretics, Save the Little Boy, or Avenge the Little Boy, and Cage Trolls. I can't think of what all their names. We'll get to them in order. Let's go purge some heretics out of this Hidden Chapel. This is nonsense. Nonsense! Alright, again, we're going to do this quest the way that I normally do it. Plus, we'll take a quick look at optionals as well. But I want to kind of... We'll skim through this as quick and dirty as I normally run through it. So what I like to do is I run through here. I go find the trap. Run through here. I get all these guys mad at me. And I say, bring it on! Get the guys standing in the traps. Get them, making them come to me into the traps. Again, it is dangerous. You can also get tripped by these traps. It's not that bad. You can do it. Get out of here. Then we get all this stuff mad. I had a friend, Dan, who was playing this game for a while. And literally he built what would be now considered like an old Batman build. At the time it was just, I mean, it basically was a Batman build. Who is shooting us from where? Ah, it's this guy. I say there's something hitting us really hard. And one of his favorite things to do is, and you could actually catch him doing this, was he would actually just have, like, this was his go-to quest for, like, money. And he would just, like, come in here, open all these doors, and have the monsters just chasing back and forth through these traps all day. He loved it. That was, like, his jam. And again, he would just do it for like 2 minutes, get all the treasure, and then leave. Alright, here's our first kind of... It's not really an optional per se, but it sort of is in the sense that it provides a chest. Nothing crazy, just another random loot junk chest. And check this stuff. This should be mostly cleared. There's a Reaper, so... Oh, no, it looks like some of those guys continue to be problematic. But yeah, he would come down... This is in the age before Red Alert and stuff, right? So he'd come down here, grab literally every monster in the quest, and run them back and forth through these traps. He had like a... I don't know, like a 40-some evasion. Back when that was like, the level cap I think was 12 or 14 or something. May have been 16. He did play a lot when the Veil first came out. So the cap may have been 16 at the time. But I don't think it was 16 when he was running through here. But yeah, it would just be his jam. He's like, you log on, what are you doing? Purge the Heretics. It's just his zero risk platforming. Again, it was gold back then. Gold farming. Fun times. And this was back when he was playing on his... Don't recall. I don't remember if he was wearing... like mithril full plates back then or something else, but I remember that he would this little halfling just running through the traps, just catching all the mobs. was fairly entertaining. All right, so there's the 3 black pearls. There's another door at the very beginning where you like get locked in. Again, I don't think it's an optional. I just think it's just another area of the quest you can explore. I guess we can go look at it real fast. Oh, also I skipped a trap box that we could have done. Doesn't look like it mattered. Let's go take a look at what this room in the beginning that we skipped. What's it good for? Man, there's just all sorts of guys that I didn't take out, huh? All right, so I know that there's a port gate that closes here.
The door slams shut, just as you notice that everything here is coated with quivering mud.
Yeah, I think it's just a little room to be avoided. Yeah, there's nothing here. Didn't really think so. But again, it's been such a long time, I thought, why not take a look at it? Never hurts. Our next quest is another goodie. I do recommend having some sort of helper with you. In this case, I prefer a hireling, like an Ellery, or whatever NPC you're bringing along. But there's a couple of rooms that, one room in particular, where you have to pull some levers, and me, I love having my hirelings pull those kind of levers. Alright. Because I don't trust it, this will give me a minute to do the rest of my buffs. Make sure that it's doing its thing. Looks good. Alright, so what I typically do is I just, if there's like one scary thing, like in this case a soul of cruelty, I'll work on taking it out. The rest of the time we'll just run past all that stuff. Oh, I guess we should mention this, because it's kind of part of what we're doing here. There is a chest right there, and this chest is again a lockout scenario, or lock-in scenario, and this door doesn't reopen until you defeat all of these guys in here. Again, it's not a big deal. But again, because like all the chests of this nature, I usually don't bother because they're not generally value. Alright, so you have a couple of traps here. I'm just going to kind of explain it. Basically, by turning these valves, you're either going to turn on or turn off 2 valves. The first one, if you turn right away, obviously this is always the same. You turn this one and then you turn this one. The 2 of them are not the same. They are different, and I believe it is across from each other, but don't quote me. Just yet. Okay, that was correct. So you have either this one and this one, or this one and this one. So when you walk in, the one that's straight across is one on each side, and the one that's to the north will be left and straight ahead. Maybe there's a good way that you could remember that. I currently don't have a good way to remember it. Although I guess I did just remember it. So I don't know. We'll call it a definite maybe. All right, right here is that room that I was talking about. Again, we're gonna do the best to show you how I do things, and then hopefully you can take that knowledge and do whatever you would like to do with it. But I send my hireling in here. This door will like double latch on him, and then I just summon my hireling back out. Those guys are trapped inside that room. Go around this way so you can also see from this side. They're just trapped in there. I'm not worried about it. They can just live in there now. Over, back, and around the way is the shrine. I don't think there's a collectible back here. There is. I probably would have been in the habit of coming back there and getting a collectible. What we're going to do is we're going to go forward. So we're going to go out with... So right here's that long hallway with the traps. We're going to go in here. We got to turn this valve. And we got to kill a whole bunch of monsters that spawn in here. Because like many things in Dungeons & Dragons Online, the remote control to all the doors in this place is built off of the heartbeats of the bad guys. Your garage door opener is connected directly to your heartbeat. Your garage door only opens if your heart is not beating. This is a shrine. Shrine them if you need them. Pause this guy. I always run to the left side of this quest. And the reason why is one of these hallways has a bunch of fire jets that shoot down from the left. High on the left down to low on the right. I think it's the next hallway, but I can never remember. So I always just run down these hallways this direction. Could literally be any time. Looks like it's right here because we can see the trap go off. Bam. So if you're over here on this side, you can run through them basically. But since we auto-detected the trap, might as well. Alright, up here, I always go to the right. I don't know why I tend to lean to the right before I go left. Maybe it's the world trying to tell me something. Maybe that's just how my early adventuring career developed. But unless I know there's a reason to go left, I tend to go right first. This is a big circle. If you go left or you go right, it doesn't really matter. All these buttons, the badmins will crawl out of the ground. Give him the clamp. Somewhere should be Neil's son. He didn't come out of the ground yet. Wakey wakey. There he is. He is awesome. There are two more arcane skeletons. There's one over here. There's one over here. It's an extra 127 experience. There's not a chest in this quest. There's also not a collectible at the end. So if you run through this direction, all you did was waste a bunch of time. Oh, there's a collectible now. Sweet. But I guess you can get that collectible now and take the rope out. I said for a long time I didn't remember there being a collectible in there. Then the last quest in this little series or bundle that we're going to do is Cage Trolls. Cage Trolls, super fast. If you're looking for... There's an ingredient that comes out of here that's kind of hard to come by. I feel like I have to go look. But on the hardcore server, I actually had a character that pretty much just ran this collectible run. I think it was even on normal. I would just come in here. I would hit a handful of collectibles, and I would leave. Basically, like I wouldn't even bother to get this chest. I would come in here. I'd grab this collectible. I would jump up this ladder. Man, I hope I can figure out what it was. Run over here, grab this bookshelf. Maybe it was just those two, actually. Might have been the Caravan Logbook, but I don't think so. No, Gravity, why? I know, I'd have to look. It could be the Caravan Logbook, but again, I don't think so.
The trapped troll bellows at you with frustration and rage. He's clearly afraid.
Alright, leave your hireling outside if you can. The hireling will try to attack the troll, and it doesn't seem to care about that trap in the way. It'll just go for it 100%. If you need it, you can put it up here on the top for like a heal or whatever, but you should be able to get through this without. Oh, I got sleet stormed. Get out of here, dwarf necromancer. Take your sleet storm with you.
The angry hiss of escaping acid trickles off into silence. Somewhere in the distance, a single low-pitched bell chimes.
Traps. This quest is actually surprisingly a lot of traps in it for such a little quest. If you hug this side of the wall, you're pretty fine. And that spinning blade. Because you can't do anything about that spit on you. Daggered chest. Shrine, secret door, we'll get to in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Still recovering from the crud, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm still a lot tired and easily wore out. Although I do feel much better today than I did yesterday. Oops. Just run through the fire.
You feel a welcome decrease in the blast furnace heat of this room.
Oh, I just cast a fire spell for no reason. True master.
The troll's cage clatters open.
Alright, so behind this secret door over here, you could do it before the infight if you like are worried about getting slays or whatever. There's a series of undead in here, a couple of ghosts, a couple of oozes. I think there's like some wraith. I could be incorrect about the wraith. It basically just leads to a little dork chest. Again, nothing fancy. And then if you run all the way back to that area where we picked up that collectible, you can plunder the Emerald Claw's treasure cache. Clash is a slightly different thing. Their treasure clash. It's where they throw money at each other. Clash. No, run in here and loot this treasure chest, and I'll give you just like a little bit of experience.
The floor is obscured by a layer of dust so thick that it's almost slippery.
109 experience to be accurate. All right, let me see if I can remember that / find it on the CC planner here. I feel like it's one of the Sonic spell power things, probably. Or fire. Just again to mention that house sealed letters, maybe. Is it like around the right level range? Could it be the combustion stuff? There was two main things that I was searching for on the hardcore server. Oh, I know actually. Nullification stuff. Yeah, it was the Caravan's Logbook that I was looking for. So this is a good spot for Caravan Logbook farming, specifically on normal. You can run through there, hit those two explorers, or sorry, those two collectible nodes very, very quickly, and jump back out. And when you have nothing or you would like to craft, again, this was for the nullification stuff. I did a lot of nullification builds on the hardcore server. That was very good. So that is an excellent quest for farming those two collectible nodes really fast. All right, everybody, that was the quest in the Bogwater Tavern. I hope you enjoyed. So that was Cage Trolls. Jeez, I wish I could remember the name of this other one. So this is Cage Trolls. This is her son. But I don't... Rest for the Restless. Man, so many words, that's why I can't remember. And then the last quest here is Purge the Heretics. So, alright everybody, thanks again for spending a little bit of time with me today. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you real soon. Toodles.